Life is short and the art long. As to diseases, make a habit of two things: to help, or at least to do no harm. Cure sometimes, treat often, comfort always. Let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. The natural healing force within each of us is the greatest force in getting well. Walking is man's best medicine. Healing is a matter of time, but it is sometimes also a matter of opportunity. Wherever the art of medicine is loved, there is also a love of humanity. It is more important to know what sort of person has a disease than to know what sort of disease a person has. The greatest medicine of all is teaching people how not to need it. Everything in excess is opposed to nature. Extreme remedies are very appropriate for extreme diseases. The physician must be able to tell the antecedents, know the present, and foretell the future, must mediate these things, and have two special objects in view with regard to disease, namely, to do good or to do no harm. The life so short, the craft so long to learn. Wherever a man turns he can find someone who needs him. Art is long, life is short, opportunity fleeting, experimenting dangerous, reasoning difficult. It is better to know some of the questions than all the answers. Science is the father of knowledge, but opinion breeds ignorance. First, do no harm. Cure sometimes, treat often, comfort always. He who does not know what he should know is a brute beast among men. He has no sense of right or wrong, good or evil. Practice two things in your dealings with disease: either help or do not harm the patient. The physician treats, but nature heals. The first duty of the physician is to educate the masses not to take medicine. As men, we are all equal in the presence of death. Life is short, the art is long, opportunity fleeting, experience treacherous, judgment difficult. It is more important to know what sort of person has a disease than to know what sort of disease a person has. To do nothing is also a good remedy. It is a far more important thing to know what person the disease has than what disease the person has. Everything in excess is opposed to nature. The physician must not only be prepared to do what is right himself, but also to make the patient, the attendants, and externals cooperate. The greatest medicine of all is teaching people how not to need it. Healing is a matter of time, but it is sometimes also a matter of opportunity. Whatsoever you do, do it with understanding. The physician's high and only mission is to restore the sick to health, to cure, as it is termed. To cure the sick is the principal duty of the physician. The chief virtue that language can have is clearness, and nothing detracts from it so much as the use of unfamiliar words. The natural healing force within each of us is the greatest force in getting well. Make a habit of two things: to help, or at least to do no harm. What medicines do not heal, the lance will. What the lance does not heal, fire will. The best physician is also a philosopher. In every medicine there is a poison, and in every poison there is a medicine. Desperate diseases must have desperate remedies. To do nothing is sometimes a good remedy. There are in fact two things, science and opinion. The former begets knowledge, the latter ignorance. I will use treatment to help the sick according to my ability and judgment, but never with a view to injury or wrongdoing. Walking is man's best medicine. The soul is the same in all living creatures, although the body of each is different. Extreme remedies are very appropriate for extreme diseases. All parts of the body which have a function, if used in moderation and exercised in labors in which each is accustomed, become thereby healthy, well developed and age more slowly, but if in use they become liable to disease, defective in growth and age quickly.